Alright, so far we have a robot that chases us that we can shoot, and it gets rid of the bullets. The game will get rid of the bullets whenever we hit the robot. In this video, we're going to be making a health system for the robot. So go ahead back to your content folder, open third person BP, not first person, double click blueprints, and double click BP AI to open up the robot's blueprint editor. You want to make sure you're on the event graph, not the viewport. And we're going to first start by giving our BPAI a variable. We're just going to call this health. And we're going to change that to an integer type. And health is basically just exactly what it sounds like. It's how much health he has. Every time we shoot the robot, the health will go down by 1. And when the health hits 0, the robot will die. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to compile this so that we can change the default value of the health, because we're going to need the default value to be higher than 0, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and set that to 3. You don't want to make this anything ridiculous, because, like I said, it's going to take whatever you set this number to. That's how many shots it's going to take down one of these bots. Alright, so now we want to find our actor begin overlap event. If you can't find it, you can simply double click it over here, and Unreal will take you straight to it. And go to the end here. Alright, so the game is already checking here to see if the thing that is overlapping the BPAI is our ammo, basically. If it is, then this is happening. And this is just taking care of getting rid of the bullet. What we're going to do is, after the game gets rid of the bullet, we want the robot to take damage, and then if the robot is out of health, we want the robot to explode. So drag in health and click get, or alternatively you can just hold down control while you drag it in. And then we'll drag off of this green here and just type minus minus and click decrement int. And basically what this will do is it'll set this number, which is our health, to just 1 less than whatever it already is. So if our health is 3, this block will change health to 2. And anytime I use health after this, the number I'm looking at is no longer 3, now it's 2. Health is 3 here, it runs through this block, now health is 2. So we want to connect that here. This will basically just make it so that every time the robot gets shot, it loses 1 HP. Alright, so now we want to check and see if the health is 0. So what we want to do here is drag off of this green, not the white, and type less than, and you'll see 2 options: integer less than integer or integer less than equals integer. Use the second one. This red will either be true or false. It will be true if, or excuse me, it will be false if this number here is greater than this number here. It will be true otherwise. So if this number is greater, it's false. If this number is greater, it's true. If these two numbers are the same, it's still true, because this is greater than or equal to. or excuse me, this is less than or equal to. So we're checking to see if the AI's remaining health is less than or equal to 0. And the reason we're checking for less than 0 is just in case we mess up something and somehow the BP AI gets down to negative life, this will still kill it anyway. Instead of if we check for exactly 0 and somehow we mess up so that the robot gets to negative life, it will just have infinite life. The health will just keep going down and keep going down and keep going down forever. If we weren't using less than equal to, if we were just using equal to, that's what would happen. All right, so next we want to drag off of here, type if, and click branch, connect red to red. And what this block is going to check is our remaining health, after coming to this block and losing health, do we have 0 or less health? If so, it comes out here. If not, it comes out here. We only really want something to happen here if it's true. So drag off of true here. And we can just type in die. Explodes is going to be true this time. And object is going to be self. And now you'll see that when I shoot the robot 3 times, he explodes and dies. And bear in mind that those are 2 different things. He doesn't explode because he died. He doesn't die because he explodes. Those are 2 separate things. He's exploding and dying. Alright. So now let's make it so that the robot will kill us when it catches us. So go back to the BP AI event graph. And for this, we actually will use a hit event. So right click and type hit and click event hit. You can ignore pretty much all of this stuff except this right here. This is the other thing that we are running into. And this is going to be us. So drag off of it and type cast to first person character. And this is basically just going to check to see, did the robot run into me? So we'll just drag off of this top arrow, type in die. Explodes is true. And object is this, ooh, goodness. Object is this character. But then we want to get rid of the robot that got us too. So we can duplicate this with Control W and connect the 2. And we want to leave explodes as true, and the object we just want to be self. Click get a reference to self. Compile, save, and now whenever the robot reaches us, it kills us. The crosshair remains in the center of the screen because it just does. We're not going to worry about getting rid of the crosshair. We'll just leave it sitting in the middle of the screen like that. That's fine. Alright, so this is working exactly the way it's supposed to. The thing is though, we don't want to explode every time the robot reaches us while we're testing this. When we get finished with the game, we'll add this back, but right now we don't really want it. So hold Alt and click this triangle here, and that basically will disable the robot killing us. We can still kill him though. Alright, and in the next video, we will be setting up a spawner to automatically spawn the bots for us.